Okay, everyone, once again, you already know it's your boy, Mr. CSA2 Gazy, and this is my Unfiltered. And for this particular episode right here, I have with me, um, I would say a tech genius, a brand ambassador, black excellence, entrepreneur, still young, so he only getting started. So that's why I actually had to bring him on the show because he's doing a lot of great things. And for those people that don't know what he's doing, and for y'all that don't know, y'all gonna find out today. So with me, I have my brother, Branden, Criss. What's good, bruh?
It was good, man. Good to be here, man. Appreciate the opportunity. And shout out to everybody who tuning in. I'm here, Branden Criss, CEO, co-founder of Rap Plug Incorporated.
Okay, so I want to go ahead and get this discussion started by actually saying or asking you, what made you combine tech with entertainment?
I would have to say, really the passion I had for the music industry, just really loving, the music industry and loving all facets of the music industry, from the creation process of creating music to the business side of it. Just the whole nine, all of that was just something that I was really, really interested in. And so, I was like, hey, where's the industry going? How can people learn from, these people in the music industry? How can they plug in? And I found a way to do that through technology, as it sounds.
Okay, dope. So I've noticed over the past 2 years, Rap Plug has changed faces, has leveled up in areas, have established new relationships, have taken on new contracts. So how was y'all able to sustain with the shift, when everything shifts? Because you see a lot of entrepreneurial businesses, they'll sustain, but then they'll dip and then they'll come back. But y'all seem to go stronger even in the shift. So how was y'all able to sustain in the shift?
I feel like, we started our company and we incorporated the company and kind of launched the company in Atlanta in 2018, but I started the company back in 2017, 2016-ish. And, right after we started, we had the end of 2018 and then we had 2019 and we were really growing and growing and growing. And then 2020 came, which was COVID, so we kind of had to shut down the company for a little while because of COVID. Because our business model was based on events and networking and, things like that at the time. And so, a lot of people didn't realize hey, it's hard to have a startup, build it up, and then you get hit with a pandemic, and a lot of companies that started with us, through accelerators and incubators and just different companies that we've seen on the scene around that time, they don't even exist anymore. They kind of went out when COVID came. And so, we had to find a way to stay relevant. We had to find a way to continue raising money. We had to find a way to continue generating revenue, and we had to find a way to close big deals and make sure our company could stay afloat, in the midst of a pandemic, even though we just got started. And so, when we took that hit, it was hard, but it actually was a blessing because we kind of pivoted to Rap Plug Live, and we went from just networking events and, doing contests and doing showcases and stuff like that to building out a subscription-based video on-demand edutech platform where we kind of got more into the educational career paths of the music industry and people being able to learn in a virtual way, about the music industry through our platform. And so that ended up getting us a deal with Rick Ross. That ended up getting us, on Legend of the Streets tour. That ended up getting us in, having conversations with certain other celebrities and influencers. We ended up doing some content with Eric Bellinger that did well, did a writing class online. we were just able to like find out where the gaps were, even in the midst of a pandemic, and we were able to fill those gaps through technology and music and content. And then we were able to amplify what we did during the pandemic and turn it into a real business model now, and then close even bigger deals with investors and partners now based on what we did during the pandemic. So I say, it's about having perseverance. A lot of people, they give up too soon, or they quit when it gets hard, or they try to find, excuses instead of solutions, more excuses than solutions. And what I tried to do with my partner, co-founder of Rap Plug, Craig King, what we tried to do, we tried to say, okay, we're not going to quit. We're not going to give up. We're going to find a way to pivot, and we're going to find out where there's still a solution, where we see problems, and how can we amplify that and accelerate that and build on that. And we kept the brand alive. I was in LA for a time, and I was doing stuff out there while he was in Atlanta doing stuff here. And we partnered with Street Execs and did the Parking Lot Concert Series. And, we partnered with Collab Crib and did a couple like Halloween, activations and showcases. We created a brand called the Plugged In Showcase, and we did Plugged In Showcase, once a quarter, twice a year. And we just found ways to stay relevant, and we found ways to keep the brand alive, and we found ways to build relationships and partnerships with, entities and influencers. And that's how we were able to just like reinvent ourselves, stay on track, and still become a success, even in the midst of the hurdles that we ran into with like the pandemic.
So speaking about the virtual events, whose idea was the master classes? Because I think that was unique. That was very unique, how y'all strategically aimed at significant individuals in the music entertainment culture, and y'all singled them out and just put them on display to be educational to other people trying to learn how to do what they're great at. So how did that come about? Like, how did the masterclass part of the virtual events come about?
Well, we call them pro classes because, masterclass.com already exists. So we kind of created our own, Rap Plug Pros, pro classes. But it's still, we call ourselves the masterclass.com of hip hop. You know what I mean? We really focused on creating pro classes, for the people with the pros that we had. And so that was an idea that really came about between me and Craig. Like we just was brainstorming, and we knew we were always going to get into the content space. Like we were already filming, content with sponsors and stuff like that from the beginning, but we never knew that was going to be like the 85 to 90% of our business model. And so, so that is, what we basically decided to do, is to like kind of make that the main thing of our business model.
So, how did the relationship between y'all and Rick Ross, aka Mr. Rose, come about? And since then, how have that shifted y'all in a progressive way? That really helped because, he was able to really, get us in different doors with different people that we were able to, speak to and build relationships with. And then to this day, we're still benefiting from those relationships, and from different brands to influencers, celebrities, like really being able to, talk to those individuals, so talk to them, network with them, build with them, that's all been able to benefit us as a company long time. And so I think not only did he do that, but his team, giving a lot of advice and direction and understanding on, like the different things of the industry. We might have some questions about, how to do certain deals, or like, how to get to somebody in their camp, or, just all kind of different stuff. And so just having him on the team, being able to network and be a part of his network, and him being able to co-sign us online and promote us, and being able to just learn from, him and some of the people on his team. I think that's really been an added value for us as a brand and as a company, and to leverage his name and likeness, and what he's done, in some of the conversations we're having with sponsors or investors or brands. That's also been an added value for us as well. Dope. So, can you tell us a little bit more about the Rap Plug stocks, and just how people can, like, what's the what's the benefits of an investor buying into Rap Plug stocks, and just a whole vision of Rap Plug stocks and Rap Plug investment, so people can, donate in or invest in and be a part of y'all growth going forward?
Right now, you can't invest directly into Rap Plug. Like, we don't have any shares or stocks available for anybody to invest in the company. We've been raising money from investors, but it's more on a private side. We did run a public campaign, I think like in 2021, where there was like an open crowdfunding campaign, and we had several people invest. But that's closed now. And so now we've been just working directly with private investors. And right now, so at this moment, there's no way to invest technically in the company, but you can sponsor, events, sponsor classes, sponsor, different events that we have, and still partner with us or collaborate with us in different ways. And so we're always open to collaboration and things like that.
Because I know you're very heavy in when it comes to the indie artists and just artists that you see a future in how they branding themselves and just creating these events and putting them on these stages and platforms. Like, what's your vision when you see a potential indie artist and you're looking at how that can, like, how y'all can benefit each other? Like what's your vision? What's your approach of coming about getting that artist, and what's that passion that you have behind you driven to put that artist in positions to increase their brand and their platform?
Well, I always say, people can be one plug away from the connect that they need or the opportunity they need to take their brand to the next level, whether that's you wanted to be a manager in the industry, or you wanted to be an artist, or you wanted to be, a producer or songwriter. And so, I was that person who was trying to get in the music industry, who was coming back and forth to Atlanta, back and forth to LA, New York, and, going to networking events and, pitching myself and putting together, my decks and presentations and just trying to work and collaborate with people in the music industry. And so I know what that looks like and feels like. And so I've always tried to find ways to build platforms and opportunities for people like that, and, the things that we've done at Rap Plug, from the things the plugged events we had, to the stages and showcases, to the tours, to just everything we've done, has always been to be the bridge between the indie people that's trying to get on and trying to make it and trying to build a name for themselves and get recognition, to the people that have already made it and already have success and already been successful and, can share their information and their success stories and their life stories with, these individuals. So we've always tried to be that bridge, that plug, in that way. And so that's really what we're still doing and what we've always tried to do. Our mission is always, whether it's through education or it's through events and activations, has always been to be that plug.
So since you brought your talent up, I've noticed a lot of people from like radio personalities to DJs to just producers, just everybody involved in music, but their first talent was first always recording and being an artist, and they evolved into bigger things. Now that you created a solid platform for yourself and for people that work with you, work beside you, and work around you, will there be a Branden Criss as an artist, or would you ever step back to work on a project, or is that passion, you grew away from that passion, or it's still a little bit inside of you?
Yeah, I think there's always going to be a passion for it. Songwriting and singing and rapping and stuff is something that I used to do, when I was, younger and first getting into the music industry. And so it's always a passion. So I'm probably going to always end up going back to just doing it for fun, or doing it as an outlet, or, just putting a project out just to say I did it, So I think eventually, yeah, but I fell in love with the business side. I fell in love with just the creative side. And that's kind of where my lane is right now, where I've been double down on. But, definitely still writing and still singing every now and then and writing. So eventually, yeah, for sure.
So Rap Plug ever create a cypher? Or a battlegrounds or something like that to just create that raw atmosphere of just pure talent just going in, and just would y'all actually have a platform for that as well, the same way y'all have it for artists hitting the stage and stuff like that?
Yeah, I could definitely see that. You know what I'm saying? I could definitely see that. Where we have like an opportunity for people to do a cipher, or for them to do a freestyle or a battle and stuff. Like, we're always looking to do different things like that on stages and events that we create and curate. And it's the 50th anniversary of hip hop right now, so we are planning to do events and planning to launch classes and all kind of stuff like that. In celebration of 50th anniversary of hip hop.
Dope. So what all like big things pertaining to metaverse? Because now that is the new thing. That's the new wave, where people can leave themselves without leaving physically, but they can leave and go in other areas. Like, how has Rap Plug tapped into the metaverse scene, and what areas are y'all going to expand in that particular pocket?
We don't really have like any aggressive plans, for metaverse right now. We're really focused more on the educational content in the schools, and we're focused on like doing events, to create networking opportunities. But a lot of partners that we have, and a lot of content creators and different people we're partnering with, they have some resources there. So that's something that we can do.
Speaking about schools, I see that y'all just launched the Rap Plug Academy. Can you tell me about that?
Yeah, Rap Plug Academy is an opportunity for us to really partner with the schools to do more programming in the schools, like teaching people how to, code through making beats, and teaching them about the music industry, the different career paths in the music industry, through like events and content. And so, we're really passionate about the youth, and we're passionate about the schools, and like we said, inspiring that new generation that's trying to get into the industry. And so we've targeted, colleges as well as high schools. And we're going to be doing, live events like TED Talk style pro classes with colleges. And we're going to be, we're already teaching students how to, learn how to produce beats through writing code and stuff like that. So there's a lot of different things we're going to be doing Rap Plug Academy in the schools that we're really excited about.
So now y'all attached and y'all affiliated with so many entities, and then y'all have so many departments in y'all brand and y'all company itself. Will we get a Rap Plug app soon? Just a straight app? Since tech savvy, will we get just a Rap Plug app? We just subscribe to the app, and everything a Rap Plug is attached with the app.
Yeah, I think right now we have our app out on the store, and they can download the app and they can see the classes and content.
Okay.
Hold on. And so, yeah, we have that available right now, so people can download the app and check in. But we're going to be taking to other levels, in the near future as well.
So, where do you see Rap Plug in the next 5 years?
I see it as this, platform where people can really learn and connect. You can learn about the music industry, you can be educated and empowered and inspired. And then you also can like connect and find like-minded people, professionals and people like you, peer-to-peer network where you can network. And so for me, it's all about plugging. And plug to me means like to empower. It means to connect. It means to unite, And so that's what I believe it means. And that's what I want to make sure we're in a position to do.
So now let's briefly focus on Mr. Criss now. So is this your only baby, or are you looking forward to giving birth to other things as you progress in your path and your journey?
Oh yeah, definitely. Like, I feel like Rap Plug is the thing I'm focused on right now. But in the future, I'll have a portfolio of different ventures and different businesses that I invest in or that I help create, with people that I really rock with. I feel like I can add a lot of value to multiple industries, whether it's, music, entertainment, sports, fashion, lifestyle, just, a lot of different things. So for me, this is just the start. This is just the beginning, and I want to see this thing become successful. I'm 33 right now. by the time I'm 35, 36, I want to see this thing like really out of here, and I want to be working on the next thing as well. You know, I want to see this thing go. So I think in the next couple of years, not even a long time from now, like in the next couple of years, 3 to 4 years, that you know, we could be talking about an exit or a merger or acquisition, you know, or some type of big deal with Rap Plug. And you know, I don't even plan to be the CEO, you know, for too long. Like I want to be able to, you know, build a team to make this thing go, you know. So no matter what I'm working on, I can see the different things I've invested my time in grow and scale. And I think that's what the ultimate opportunity is to be able to build something that's valuable and that's growing.
Dope. So now Rap Plug is like it's at a particular peak in this season, and it's still peaking. Now, let's just set the record straight right now. I have to play advocate real quick because there has been, which you know what I'm talking about, there has been a lot of misunderstanding through the transition and the growth of Rap Plug, and some people may thought more of it or assume whatever like that, and may approached it different or just had their own views because they was misled in information, or they didn't really capture or really didn't look at specifically what strengthens Rap Plug. So for those people and people moving forward to have a great understanding, what is Rap Plug and what Rap Plug strategically caters to, so people can have a full 100% understanding, so there won't be no more, you know, misunderstandings, assumptions going forward, because y'all progressing. And I want to give you your flowers on that. But a lot of people are still on the sideline like, what? Okay, we see tech, we see this, but they do so much and they're around so many people. So what is Rap Plug?
We are a media and tech platform focused around education for the music industry. So as we educate, we may do that through events. Like you see an A3C conference or a Revolt Summit, right? We may do our own event where we're educating people, or we may have our online courses and classes where we're educating and connecting people, you know. But our main objective is to create content and to create events and to provide opportunities for people to be educated about the music industry. And that's what we do. We're a educational tech platform, you know, focused on educating people around the music industry. And so, you know, like I said, that might be an event. You might come to one of our events and you might learn from a panel, you know, or you might come online and download the app and you might learn how to write a song from Eric Bellinger or how to produce a beat from Mr. Hankey, you know. But we're educating you, we're empowering you, we're inspiring you, we're enlightening you. I feel like that's what we've done since day one. You know, we've always been an educational, empowering platform that plugged people with people in the music industry, you know. And so sometimes we go on tours and we get content, or sometimes we get invited to some dope event and we cover that event, you know. But it's always about figuring out how can we educate and how can we plug and how can we empower. And so, you know, if you go to Rap Plug and you look at our website and you go to Rap Plug and you check out what we're doing, you'll always see there's going to be some type of way that we're plugging you and we're educating you. We're either connecting you to somebody you need to know, or we're plugging you with information you need to know to be successful in the industry.
So let's just go ahead and tell people, they may see footage of you enjoying life, but they don't know the work and the sweat that you put behind getting the opportunity to be in that picture, to be showing yourself enjoying life. They don't understand that work. They don't understand the sacrifices, and they don't understand the determination it takes to even get in position to enjoy the fruits from your labor. So I give you your flowers today, my brother. I'm gonna keep giving you flowers, because every time I see you, you growing, you progressing. And not only are you growing and progressing, but you're growing other individuals that either come in as an intern or be employed, or any type of attachment that they come in. Even when they go amongst their own way, they're still progressing. So that's a lot of positive things that come out of Rap Plug. Like either you stay and grow, or you grow and you go and you grow. But it started with that connection. So I want to give you flowers on that, bro. Real talk. Don't nobody else give it to you. I'm giving it to you today.
I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that, man. And yeah, man, like you said, you know, it's a lot of work that go into, you know, building something and building relationships and getting opportunities to do certain things. And so it's not all just fun and games. Like, we really putting in work. We really, you know, grinding out here. And so thank you, man. I appreciate that. And I think we only going up, man. It only go up from here, you know?
So what do the audience need to expect and look for going into this year and going all the way into next year, of what are the things to come pertaining to who y'all partnering with, what y'all branding new, what y'all finna present, and just things that y'all creating in y'all cul-de-sac of just like smart minds and smart tech minds and just the experience of entertainment and knowledge of it. What things or what events or what partnerships should we expect from y'all moving forward?
I mean, just it's the 50th anniversary of hip hop, so we're talking to all kind of sponsors, all kind of brands, all kind of people to, you know, get ready to, you know, prepare for that. And so you can expect us partnering with a lot of colleges. You can expect us doing stuff in the schools. You can expect us partnering with some major celebrities and influencers to put together some pro classes to teach you how to be successful in the industry. We're about to take it to a whole nother level. You can expect us to do more events like the Plugged In Showcase and Summit, you know, which we're going to be doing. So I would say just, you know, buckle up, get ready, you know, subscribe to our email list, download our app, check out our website, follow us on social media. And if you're trying to get into the music industry, or you're already in the music industry at a certain level, plug in with us. You know what I mean? Just tap in with us, because a lot of opportunities, you know, coming your way.
Well, since you said, and which we already know, like you said, it is the 50th, you know what I'm saying, year anniversary of hip hop. Can you give us 3 of your top hip hop artists that, you know, that you look at and say, hey, this is something, they set their pillars. They're really setting the example. They're setting the standards. Can you give us 3 of your top hip hop artists right now?
Yeah, I mean, I really rock with J. Cole. I really like what he's done with Dreamville, the lyricism that he has, and what he's been able to just, like, some of the things he talks about in his music, and you know, the morals and values, you know, that he has, you know, as far as his wordplay and things like that. So I rock with that. You know, I'm a fan of Diddy. You know what I'm saying? I'm a fan of Diddy because, like, you know, he's one of the reasons why I got into the music industry, just watching what he's done from an entrepreneur standpoint, you know, building out his platform, building out everything he's done. His camp has given me some opportunities I would have never gotten before. And so I'm blessed to, you know, work with some of them. And so that's a big thing. And then from a hip hop standpoint, I mean, like, I could go old school, new school with so many people, but I would have to say, man, I really like what Drake been doing. I got to give him his flowers. Like, you know, Drake came really did his thing, you know, with the singing, rapping kind of, you know what I mean? So it can go on and on, but I'm gonna say, you know, Diddy, Drake, and J. Cole, really, like, some of the people that I really like been rocking with. And of course, Jay-Z, of course, many others, Dr. Dre on the West Coast, you know, Snoop Dogg, you know, like I said, we can go old school, but new school, a lot of big people doing stuff. So it's hard, but yeah, I just been watching that and seeing that, and I'm really a fan.
So that means that y'all definitely are gonna be out there covering the Jermaine Dupri and Diddy versus whenever it drops, right?
Man, I'm hoping, man, fingers crossed. You know, put Rap Plug on the list, you know what I'm saying? Let us get that exclusive behind the scenes, man, you know. Let's plug, you know, so we'll see. I'm hoping we'll see.
So when is the next Rap Plug anniversary event?
We launched in November 2018, so I try to always do some type of, like, you know, event or party or celebration around the last quarter of the year, whether it's November or December. I try to always do something around that time. So, you know, it might be another, you know, end of the year, you know, anniversary. I think this actually might be our 5th year anniversary this year, so I need to check that because, see, 18, 19, 20, I mean, last year might have been. No, yeah, this year technically would be, but yeah. So yeah, we can, you know. So yeah, we always, you know, doing something like that.
Dope. Well, would Rap Plug ever tap into movies, like behind the scenes footage with movies and just
I can see it going everywhere, man. I could definitely see us doing some type of reality show. I could definitely see us getting into the movie space, you know, some docuseries and stuff like that when it comes to different people in the hip hop world. You know, I can see this going crazy on a content level. Like right now we focus on these pro classes and education, but I can see it definitely going crazy, you know. So, you know, we're gonna see how things go.
So what have you learned? Because you spend a lot of time with Ross. So what have you learned from Ross, being around Ross, that is actually sharpening you in the way you look at business and the way you approach your brand?
We are alike in a lot of ways. He's an Aquarius, I'm an Aquarius. I think we kind of think alike sometimes.
Aquarius season.
You know what I'm saying?
Aquarius season, that's what I'm talking
I
about.
feel like what some of the things I've learned, Ross, has been around him is, just really to surround yourself with people you trust, one. And then two, just to, you got to stay at it. Like, he wakes up at 6 o'clock in the morning, but I done seen him out, and about at the club or doing after parties or walkthroughs late at night after tour, but he still get up and go crazy. So it's like his work ethic, I think, just, it's crazy. Like, I've seen him hop from a plane to a plane to a plane to be in 3 cities in 2 days, you know what I mean, to do different stuff. And it's like, yo, like, that's crazy to me, you know what I'm saying? And so it's like, people think they working until you see somebody like go on stage in front of 20,000 people and then go do an interview and then go do a podcast and then go do a walkthrough and do a product launch and then go, do a music video and back to back to back to back. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, dang, like, ain't leaving no money on the table, ain't no excuses, getting to it, And so, like, I feel like work ethic is the big thing, and just to see how hard somebody works, like, yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
So, what would your advice be to a young entrepreneur in the making, like looking to tackle on their talents and create and establish their brand and their business? What would your advice be to them?
I would say have a plan. You know what I'm saying? I'm really big on planning. Like, I'm really big on planning. A lot of people, they say they want to be successful, or they say they got something that they want to do, but they don't plan. You know what I mean? Like, they don't really plan. And that's big. You got to be able to plan. You got to say, okay, look, this is how I want to be successful. This is the different ways I can be successful. This is the money I need to be successful. These are the people I need to know to be successful. And this is the timeline I have to do this. And if this happens, this is plan B. And if that happens, this is plan C. They don't really put a lot of energy and time into that. They just kind of get passionate, they get excited, and they start doing. And then they got to surround themselves around people they trust that's going to hold them accountable for being the best version of themselves. You know what I mean? Like, if it's something that you're doing that ain't working, somebody needs to be around you to tell you that's not working, or you should look at it like that, or you should do that better. You know what I mean? And I feel like not too many people do that. They just, they kind of don't like, tough criticism, and they can't take it. And so these are the things you got to do, in my mind, to be successful. And I would tell an entrepreneur or anybody that want to get into business or be successful, don't be afraid to challenge yourself. Don't be afraid to fail. But make sure you're learning from your failures, and make sure that you are always trying to be a better version of yourself every day.
So, where can people find Branden Criss, and how can they get in? Like, how can they get in? Where can they find you? How can they get in contact with you, and how can they connect right now with the Rap Plug brand itself?
So you can find me at bcriss_, BCRISS_ on Instagram, as well as you can go to rappluglive.com or rapplug.com, either one, and you can find us online. And then you also can subscribe to our email list where we send out emails, and you can check us out on Instagram at The Real Rap Plug or Rap Plug Live, on IG. And just stay tapped in, stay tuned in, and stay tapped in with us, and and let's work. Well,
everybody, this man got things to do. We all got things to do. He's a very busy man, and he's a great businessman. So there will be a part 2, but we're gonna wait and let other things build up so the part 2 can be even more tasteful, and not just tasteful but informative. So once again, you already know it's your boy, Mr. CSA2 Gazy. And I hope y'all enjoyed this unfiltered segment with my brother, Mr. Branden Criss, CEO of the Rap Plug. And until next time, y'all be blessed, keep it purpose, and keep it going, keep it progressive. Let's get it. Yes, sir.